Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the weeks of January 31st through February 15th, 2019. So I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you find some clarity. Also, remember, because these are general readings, if you want a personal or private reading, you can email TemajTarot@gmail.com. That information is in the description box below. So you can email me for that price list. If you're wanting to talk to me on the phone, make sure that I have that video uploaded stating that I'm taking phone calls. If you don't see that video uploaded, then that means I'm not currently taking phone calls. Also, the company that I go through, they want you to register before, making that call. So make sure if you get some free time, just go to my website that's in the description box and make sure to register or sign up on my page. And then, that way that's one less step for when I am taking the phone calls. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. We have the central issue as the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Wands. I also have the Knight of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Four of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, so it looks like someone is embracing being single. Someone is having fun to themselves. It's like, I don't need anybody. I'm happy, doing me. And I feel that you are embracing self-love, embracing unconditional love. And I do feel like because of that, there's a possibility that you could be attracting someone new into your life. Now, I am also getting something in regards to maybe someone recovering from a breakup or a separation. Let's see here. I'm seeing a couple of things. I'm seeing someone who is newly single. They're happy to be free. Maybe someone has been single for a few weeks, a few days, a few months. Or maybe you are finally over it. Maybe you were grieving about it for a while, but now you're finally at a point where you can laugh about it. You can go out, you're happy, you're comfortable. Now, I'm also getting someone who is maybe sad because even though you're single, let's just look at it from your perspective, but it can go the other way around. So even though you're single, maybe someone, your object of desire is not. Maybe they are involved with someone else and you are kind of like an outsider looking in and kind of wanting what they had. If you're in a relationship, you could be in a position where you feel like you're alone and like the grass is greener on the other side, and wanting, to live up, wanting to live up to someone else's standards. So make sure that you're not comparing your relationship to someone else's, because that always disappoints, because you don't really know what's going on. You don't really know what's going on aside from what these people are displaying in front of other people. There could be other things going on in their lives, and you're comparing your life to theirs or your relationship to theirs. So make sure that you're not doing that. I see an earth sign maybe wanting to come around, and maybe a fire sign, and maybe a Libra. So Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sag. I also see this as someone, like I said, it can go in reverse. Someone who misses you and who's sad that they are not with you. So someone could be taking something hard, especially if you're the one that's happy and single and you're posting things and you look like you're so carefree, and they're somewhere kind of having a pity party, or they're telling anyone who will listen about how things used to be, or the person they used to love, or how you're the one that got away. And they are somewhere on the outside kind of like looking at your life and just wishing that they could be a part of it, or, you know. Also, what I'm getting is, for some of you, not everyone, but on a negative side, they're like, you're involved with someone that makes you happy, but at the same time you're sad because they're involved with someone else. So maybe you tell yourself it's okay, like, I don't mind being the other person, or, you know, this and that, but secretly you desire to be the one they come home to, or the person that you get to see all the time, or the person you get to have a family with. You secretly might desire that status. I want to be known as their wife. I want to be known as their girlfriend. So you kind of secretly desire having status with this person, and you might be imagining that, or, you know, wishful thinking, praying. Again, that can go the other way around. Someone is wishing that about you. I feel like there is going to be clarity in a situation, and I'm also seeing something in regards to new or on the first. So something could be, and I just had this in another reading, something could be happening during the new moon, which is February 4th, or the first week of February, something like a new month, new you, new something. I also feel like there's going to be communication between you and another person. You might receive a message, or maybe even someone commenting on someone's social media, someone that you deeply admire, someone who you're attracted to. Now, for some of you, maybe the person isn't necessarily in a relationship, but you just see you as being that person that you want to be with. So you're daydreaming that you and this person have a family together, or that you and this person have some sort of established relationship. Now, if you're in an established relationship, I feel that overall, you know, I mean, you have your ups and your downs, but I mean, if you're happy, you really should not be watching these readings. I just saw the number 811, and I know that number had been haunting me for since my aunt died. Sometimes that number comes out several times a day. Sometimes I only see it like once a day. Like today was the first time I think I just saw it. But yeah, that number might be significant for some of you, 811. Yeah, so some of you could be mourning the loss of someone and just kind of grieving and trying to overcome it. It also could be that someone that you were attracted to was unavailable for a while. And I don't know, it could be that they're now single, but maybe they still share children with this person, so they're not 100% out of the picture. Let me just kind of tap into this Five of Cups, because I feel like I want to see some more about what this is that you are grieving over, if someone is grieving over you. I mean, either way, if this is your energy, you being sad about something, you're going to get over it. You're going to recover from it. So somebody is kind of sad because they feel like the person that they want is only a fantasy and they'll never get to talk to them. Yeah, something that's coming off as an illusion. Now, I'm also seeing this as a literal hangover. Somebody is getting drunk and having a hangover. They're drinking and they're thinking about you, or you're drinking and thinking about somebody, but somebody is having a hangover. Someone is kind of like, oh my God, I think that's the one that got away, or, that was the one. But I never told them, or I couldn't tell them. I was always distant. I wish I had said this and that. So someone is having regrets and thinking about all the things that they could have or would have said. I also see, I don't know why, but this is having something to do with a dream. Like the Five of Cups is having something to do with a dream. Maybe you had a dream that you broke up, or you had a dream that someone broke up, or you had a dream. You're disappointed because a dream has not yet come into fruition. There's something that happened. There's something about this card that is also talking about dreams. Something you're still maybe holding on to. Now, one other thing I see is that if you do get involved with someone who is already in a relationship, you might regret it for some reason. Well, I know somebody's like, well, for some reason, first of all, because they're in a relationship. But yeah, something about it is just like you may regret it. Also, this is having to do with someone who's watching you at a distance. Like they want to be with you, but they don't know how, or they feel like they lost you because they took too long to approach you. So I don't know whose grief it is. It could be yours. It could be the other person's. But, by watching the reading, whichever story is resonating with you. See, we have the moon coming out again. Okay, so some of you are involved with someone who I feel like there's still some sort of attachment that you have with somebody. Or maybe this person that you are thinking about has a codependency. Maybe this person has an alcohol problem, drug problem. Something's going on where they're stuck in a lower vibrational place. But you love this person. You've been knowing this person since childhood or since high school, or you just know who this person is. I also feel like this is saying that someone is returning or coming back into your life, or you haven't heard from someone. You'll be hearing from this person again. Also, I'm seeing this as having a karmic connection to a soulmate, someone that you loved all your life, or someone that you just always knew you would be with, but they turn out to be very toxic. Maybe this person, it drinks and gets mean. I'm getting something in regards to drinking. Someone who drinks and gets out of their body, out of character. When they drink, it just brings out the worst in them. But you still love this person. You still care about this person. I also feel like I feel like this is coming off as someone sharing a secret with you, a dark secret. Like they're talking about, I need to share this with you. Like when I was a child, I was molested, or I did this, I took advantage of someone. So someone is sharing like a deep, dark secret with you, whether it's something that happened to them or something that they did that they regret that was bad. Especially something in regards to, I don't like seeing a Six of Cups next to the Devil, because it makes me feel like something happened in someone's childhood that could be like molestation. I know that's not everyone's story, but it just kind of makes me feel like that could be someone's secret that they're opening up about or sharing, or that they're having to confront, like someone is having to confront their demons. And the first step is to share or admit that this happened to them, whether it's in front of a group of people, whether it's an intimate setting with just two people. You know, someone is sharing. I mean, maybe this is you talking about it to somebody. I'm also seeing here someone who's been, I feel like you're going to be very emotional. Especially maybe if you're Gemini moon watching, because I feel like what also is happening is that you could be an empath, and when you're an empath, you can confuse or adopt other people's feelings or emotions as your own, and it's a blurred line between what are your feelings and what belongs to other people or someone else in particular. So if you find yourself having mood swings and you're all of a sudden you keep crying about everything, you're like, why am I crying about this and why am I crying about that? And then you end up talking to a friend or talking to your love interest, and you find out that they lost somebody. And they've been grieving and crying all week, and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear, you know, and it makes sense. It's like, that's why I've been crying for no reason, because maybe you haven't talked to this person and you had no idea that they had a death in the family, or that they lost their pet or something. And when I'm talking about death, like, those of you that watch me know that I'm not, don't be scared, because I'm not saying that someone is getting ready to die that you're close to. When I see death in a reading, this means if it is a loved one, that it's already happened by the time you see this reading. Or it's happening to someone around you and not actually you. But yeah, you could be picking up on someone else's emotions, and you think they're your own. You're like, I don't know why I'm so sad, you know. But that's because you're an empath, and you can easily tap into other people's losses. And I am seeing loss here with both death and Five of Cups coming out. So someone is going through emotional time here. And, you know, they might be reaching out to you. They might be someone who's trying to drink their problems away. You might be dealing with someone who's trying to drink their problems away or mask their emotions by drinking, trying to avoid dealing with that. Spiritually, I see this as you having like a past life with someone, like you guys have had many past lives together. But in the most recent one, you guys were supposed to be together. You didn't get a chance to do that. Maybe your lives ended tragically. So now you've come back into this life to be together. You're like, okay, we get another chance to be together. You know, I feel drawn to you. It's also having a fear of getting too close to someone because out of fear of losing them for whatever reason. That is because you're still suffering some sort of past trauma from a past life. Anytime you have some sort of phobia or paranoia, from my understanding, from my spiritual beliefs, I really feel like it's because of something that you experienced in a past life that was very traumatic. So let's say, for instance, in a past life, in this life, you have some sort of extreme fear of swimming. Maybe you drowned in your previous life. You know, it's just like, oh, that makes sense. You know, that's why I'm so afraid of water. I personally was very afraid to drive for a very long time. Like, my hands were on the steering wheel, like literally shaking like this for years. I didn't get my license till a later age because I just was not ready. And I really, after I learned about astrology and stuff, and I've been in so many car accidents in my life period, I'm like, you know what? I think I did maybe die in a car wreck. In one of my past lives. And I was also having like a lot of dreams about dying in car accidents, but it felt like it was something that maybe happened in a previous life. So some of you could be experiencing like you're afraid of a connection because something could have ended traumatically. And, you know, that's something that you're having to deal with. Even as I'm seeing this, if it's not a past life, as childhood traumas, something that you experienced, it traumatized you. You know, and you're having to work through that. This person has come into your life as a shadow to help you deal with that. This person is here to help you. You guys are here to help each other, actually. It's a mutual thing going on here with the sixes. So you guys are just a reflection of one another's past traumas and fears, and you guys are trying to help heal one another. You know, it's time to face your demons here. This person is coming to your life to help you deal with that. Now, anything that's toxic, I want you to run away. If someone is abusing you in a relationship, I'm not saying stick around for to be somebody's verbal or physical punching bag. Please don't ever do that. This is something more so about two people having to learn how to stay together. Let's say I'm going to use myself as an example again. I do have, what do you call it? Trauma. Like, I feel like I've been traumatized by short-lived relationships. I'm not going to talk about it long because I'll start crying if I talk about it or go too deep into it. But that really affected me. I know some people might say, girl, that's stupid. But it really has affected me having short-lived. I've had one long-term relationship that was 7 years, 8 years with one of my children's fathers, but everything else has been so short-lived. Like, the minute I have an argument with somebody, it's over. And it made me feel like they abandoned me. They gave up. It's like, damn, like, couples don't argue. Like, my arguing is so horrible. Like, you don't ever want to talk to me again. So it made me feel like I didn't have a right to be angry or to speak my mind in relationships out of fear of them walking away or leaving me. And so that is, to me, that's a trauma. And, you know, it could be that the two of you have come together to kind of work that through. Like, this person is here to help. They're like, here, I'm your soulmate. I'm the person that signed up for this contract. I'm here to help you through this. And you are here to help them through whatever traumas they have had. Maybe they lost their mom in a past life. And they feel like they want somebody to nurture them, but they've purposely been getting into abusive relationships. But then when they finally meet someone who's going to treat them right, they don't know how to act. And it scares them, or they're like, any minute now, this person's going to tell me I'm not good enough some type of way. So the both of you are like, any minute now, this person is going to leave me because I'm not good enough for whatever reason. But it's something about it, like, you guys are here so that you can say, no running away. Come on, keep working together, keep coming together. So I just kind of feel like that's why you're being locked into this connection. Now, the only thing, hopefully with the devil here, maybe it's just saying that it's having to face your demons, because the both of you are carrying some sort of excess baggage that's unhealthy. And so you guys need to heal. And, you know, you can get rid of this past trauma or anxiety once and for all. All right, so that is all that I have. I hope it helped or resonated. Don't forget to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But thank you guys all for watching, and many blessings to you.